I have neglected making this video for weeks now. Weeks, perhaps even a month. I've neglected making this video. I haven't made a video like this in some months, actually. I'm not sure how many months it's been, but it's been a while. So, I am at a new school, new college, and I like it a lot. I like the college that I'm at a lot. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go, my direction, but I finally am starting to enjoy the process of working and creating art and making art. And I finally feel like I'm starting to develop a sort of style ish again. Though I feel like maybe my touch has always sort of been there, but I feel like I'm sort of starting to develop my my own style again, or another style. I'm really starting to enjoy like the process of working with materials and certain subject matters and such things of that nature. Um, Taking a ceramics class and a drawing class as my studios, as like my studios. I'm a studio art major, so I don't know what I'm doing with it. And that's where my dilemma occurs. It's either between painting or sculpture, maybe ceramics, but I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do. It's about letting the materials and the ideas sort of guide you. If we let our intellect guide us too much, then that can become a detriment to our character, our artistic character, because then we will worry too much. We will worry too much about what we want to do, and I feel like we might then spend too much time thinking instead of creating. Thought can lead to ideas, of course. Thoughts and ideas, those are interrelated. Those are connected to each other, of course. But if we spend too much thinking, if we spend too much time, if you spend too much time thinking, then we really won't get anything done. We'll just sit there thinking about what we want to do, but we won't actually do it. And that's why if intellect guides us too much, then like I said, that will become a detriment to our artistic character, and then we will not proceed forward in the direction that we want to go in. So the direction that I want to go in is a direction between ceramics, really, at least that's like what I've been doing lately. Ceramics, like working with clay, drawing, and yeah, drawing and ceramics, really. Maybe I'll come back to painting, because painting is another idea that I'm thinking of. If anything, it's about becoming a sort of Anselm Kiefer kind of figure who did both, he's still alive, who does both sculpture and painting. He makes a ton of other shit too. I think I've seen watercolors from him. I've seen prints, I think lithographs. I haven't seen them in person, but I do think it would be great to see his work in person. Because also the size, the scale of his work ranges, at least from what I've seen, like Hierarchy of Angels is fucking massive, and I'd really like to see his work in person. That'd be incredible, really incredible. If anything, it'd be like in regards to other work that I guess I would like to create or take inspiration from. Like I said, is Anselm Kiefer, is maybe attaching things to canvases, like objects, because we've seen that's been done before. That was done with Picasso and Brock with Cubism, and collage. But I think Kiefer took it another step further when he has added things like, sunflowers and ash and other objects onto his surfaces, onto the substrates, the surfaces of his creations. And I think that, and they also they exuberate, they give off a sense of brutality and and kind of grit, because I guess that's a part of his work per se, is the connection between him and his work connects to Germany, because I believe he's German, if I stand corrected. So it's really Anselm Kiefer. Other artists that I'm interested in are Marcel Duchamp, Picasso, Gustave Doré, who did the illustrations for Dante's Inferno, Dante's Divine Comedy, whatever. Um, Gustave Doré. I guess you could say that Brancusi is another one. Same thing could be said for, oh, definitely like Dali and Magritte, but I think more Dali because that's one thing that I've been doing lately too is taking a lot from the Surrealists and Dada. I've been taking a lot from that in that sense of using dreams to create work. That's what I really have wanted to do. So like I remember I haven't done it in perhaps probably like a month, but I would write down my dreams, and I think that's very beneficial in the creation of art. Another thing, writing. Writing is definitely something that I continue to do. So H.P. Lovecraft, Mark Z. Danielewski, House of Leaves, his House of Leaves piece. Other books I'd like to read are Bram Stoker's Dracula. I'd also perhaps like to pick up The Familiar, Volume 1, One Rainy Day in May by Danielewski as well. I'm not sure how I feel about wanting to read something like Only Revolutions or The 50-Year Sword, but I know The Familiar has a really cool layout. Dracula is one that I would like to read as well. And if I could, I would probably give Dante's Inferno a read too. I've also been very interested in Stephen King. So my output is influenced by both, like I said, writers and artists and also filmmakers, because another movie that I recently saw was I saw Clockwork Orange, but I think the last movie that I saw, I'm not sure what the last movie was. It wasn't Pocahontas. I saw Pocahontas really recently, like last week or something. So recently I saw Pocahontas, but I think the other movie, I can't remember it right off the top of my head. Oh, Trainspotting. Trainspotting is one that I'm currently in the middle of. I need to finish watching Trainspotting. So yeah, my output's really, it's been influenced by a whole plethora, Greek mythology, surrealism, Dada, filmmakers, writers, I don't know, philosophy or something, psychology. A whole plethora has been seeping into my work, and I'm really excited because I feel like I'm finally starting to go in a direction that I'm really, really excited for. Definitely excited to see what the future holds for me in regards to being a studio art, like an art student. I'm excited for that. I'm also excited for the prospect of going further in creating more and more art in a way where I'm happy, where I'm going in my direction, and just things of that nature. So I'm constantly thinking, and I want to constantly create more. I made like 5 pieces yesterday, like 5 ceramic pieces yesterday or something. Can't wait to get those fired, and so I'm excited, and I have a lot of ideas, and I'm just going to continue to move forward. That's basically it for now. Yeah. Yes. All right. See ya.